two value propositions. One is the explanation part as a tour guide. The second one is the destination, moving from point A to point B. Currently, it's outdoor navigation, but it's also possible to implement it for indoor navigation if you want to inside the mall or inside the centers.
So is it interactive? Can I ask questions to the hologram?
Currently not. We added this, but it's only in English.
Yeah.
Because our target is the tourists who don't speak English. So we didn't add it currently. But we use IBM Watson for that. Currently we didn't, because we want as MVP just to test what people really want.
So if I download your app, the hologram will guide me
Yes.
to only a few places, like for example, Dubai Mall.
So it can guide you to cafe, restaurants, parking, taxi, supermarket, ATM, washrooms, and attractions.
Okay.
You can check the options in the app.
So what's your revenue model for this? How are you monetizing this?
Sorry.
What's your revenue model? How are you monetizing this?
So for this, we are like a B2B model, SaaS model with the attractions. Like if they want to implement indoor navigation, so they need to sign up with us. And also like for events management. So we have done this for Step Conference. It's a 2 days event. Or for Jitex if they want to implement indoor navigation. So we charge them on that. So any attractions who want to get inside our app, we
See,
charge.
for me, navigation within the conference, I would never do it through an app. I would want to talk to a human because I'm already at the conference. I'll tap somebody, I'll ask them, hey, where's that? It's just a social thing, maybe it gets a conversation started. But what I would be interested in is, if I'm not attending STEP because I'm busy, and I can attend through your hologram, the hologram can show me, okay, this is this place, they have this stage, this is happening, So that hologram can help me interact while I'm not here. That's what I would like.
For that thing, it can be a VR. It's not like by AR. For us, our value is when you go to Jitex, you won't really find volunteers like Step Conference. You won't really find Jitex is really crowded. So and security can't really guide you to the stands that you want. Let's say you're interested into blockchain. How can you find blockchains inside the Jitex? If you want to only find the blockchain
How much
startups.
effort does it take to map something? Like Step Conference, there's a map here, right? So how would
For
you
Step
train-
Conference is outdoor. It's just GPS coordinates.
Oh.
It takes like a
Easy
really,
method.
yeah, it's very easy. For indoor, like Jitex, something indoor, we need to implement either beacons or router triangulation. It's already coded, so we just need to, if they give us access for the beacons or routers, it can simply it takes like a few days to do it.
It will be nice for Expo.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
It will be good for Expo because it's new.
Hopefully you can find this in Malaysia Pavilion. Malaysia Pavilion.
Oh, okay.
Well done.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. So it's like for the Expo 2020, if you want to find things that interested about sustainability or things that about the blockchain. So simply if you use this app for the Expo 2020, it can simply directly highlight the things, which pavilion you want to go, what stands you need to check, and save a lot of efforts and time. Because Expo 2020, no one can check it off in one day. Yes, if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I asked my question. I'm good. I said good luck.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Yeah. So far we had only one session with MBIF, and it's been really amazing. It was 2 hours. There was 3 mentors, which is also good. It's not like one mentor and it's just one mindset, like 3 different mindset. One from UI UX and one from strategy, and the other one is from consultation. It's we explain all our problems to the market, and because we are currently in go-to-market stage, and they'll help us in the value proposition and in the business model, business plan document, and their market entry by introducing us to corporates. Because it's like for the past year, we've been talking with the Dubai Museum, with many government and corporate entities, and it's been really difficult to communicate with them. So, Ahmed Tameemi Innovation Fund Accelerator, they are helping us to facilitate these connections between startups and corporates. And so far it's been amazing.
Any questions?
Have you met Sophia? No. So imagine you come to STEP conference, a nice lady comes to you and say, do you know about STEP X or STEP Digital? Or do you know about Ahmed Tameemi Innovation Fund Accelerator? So it comes to you and they give you explanation about the place, then you see a futuristic arrow navigation, but then you find out she's a hologram, she's not. So the app is currently available on App Store and Google Play Store. You can download it.
It's already available?
Yeah.
To familiarize you with the city.
Yes.
It's targeting what? Tourists or visitors or?
So outside Dubai, it's for people who wants to move from point A to point B. Inside Dubai, for even residents.
See now there.
Yeah. So it's 2 things: a tour guide, then arrow navigation. Navigation augmented reality. The tour guide gives you explanation about the place when you reach and what you want to get, and arrow navigation when you are moving from point A to point B. For example, if you want to check here, where is the ATM, or where is the washroom? Let's say you are not in an event, you are outside, just somewhere you just want to find a parking or ATM or washroom or prayer room or supermarket just to buy a credit something. So you can simply just find nearby, and you can with the arrow navigation you go. Yes. So this is connected to Google. It works anywhere in the world.
Try it. It's already available on the App Store.
Yeah. It's available. Hologuide. HOLOGUIDE. Guide.
Sorry, it relies on the feature that Google recently rolled out, where you can hold your phone. Because, you know,
No. Google, it was only in US. It's only beta in US. We're not using that.
This doesn't depend on that.
No. Doesn't depend. That one is called VPS, is Visual Positioning System, basically.
Right.
It's in beta only in US. It's tested.
That one relies on the street pictures.
Yeah, the street view.
Yeah. The 360 view of this.
So it recognizes the street view based on what's on your camera,
Yeah.
and orients you the right way.
Yes.
But this is not something.
This is not.
I'm going to download it. Give it a try. I'm getting lost all the time.
So can you explain to us how MBRF, the accelerator program, helped you? What was the story behind it?
So we recently got accepted to Mohammed Baraj Innovation Fund Accelerator. So they help us not in financial support, but in connection support. They facilitate the connections between startups and corporates and government entities, because we've been in talk with the Dubai Museum, we've been in talk with the Expo 2020, with governments, corporates. They say this is very nice, interesting, but we can't reach the decision maker. It's really difficult to reach. It's been like 1 year. This startup is over 1 year old, but 1 year just in communication with governments and corporates. And there's no feedback, like there's no negative feedback. It's all positive feedbacks, but it's still difficult to reach the decision maker, so the person who can sign. So Ahmed Tameemi Innovation Fund Accelerator, they promised us to initiate these connections once we are like fully ready. So they initiate connections with investors once we have a proof of concept and traction with corporates, governments, and they see good feedback, good results from these. Then they start connect us with the investors.
Do they fund you as well?
The program we are currently in is not a funding program. It's only a support program in terms of connections. They have a second program for funding. It's called Schema. Scheme. Guarantee scheme. So I think it's kind of loans. Yeah, it's a loan basically.
Like convertible note, yes.
But I think like we don't really need a fund. Like if we have clients, if we have customers, that's a fund, and that's also like a proof of concept. So what we can do if we get 1 million investors, if we can't talk with the government, if we can't reach the decision makers, even if you get like fund, you can't get the connections. But if you have the connections and the right people to talk with, then you can get fund from them. You can then reach investors.
Sure. Are you looking for investors at this point, or are you?
Yes,
still...
we recently started looking.
My question is, in terms of like the technical development of this, how much of it was done locally? How much of it did you outsource?
This is fully in-house.
Fully in-house.
Fully in-house.
So where did you find the talent the technology talent?
So I came from the AR/VR background. I worked in a big agency called Fractal Systems in UAE. It's one. They have over 100 employees, and I worked with clients, Tetra Pak, Jaguar, Porsche, delivering this AR/VR things. And I also know like, but I'm not doing this. In this startup, I'm the CEO. I'm not doing any development in this. I'm just acting as a CTO. But from my experience from working in these companies, and I know from in universities, I found the right people who can do this better than me. And basically game developers.
That's a great story that you managed through your own sources and resources to put together the technical team from your university. This is a very encouraging thing, actually.
It's game developers.
Yeah.
So this is not built by software engineers, it's by game developers. So the developer who built this, he has a game over 100,000 downloads.
Wow.
Any questions from Mohammed Baraj Innovation Fund?
How many approximately like startups do you have in your accelerator program? Have you reached the critical mass of startups, or are you still trying to find suitable candidates? How do you do outreach? I mean, how do people know that this resource exists? Do you go through the universities? Because there are so many